When and where was I born? In Africa, Nigeria. And you mean how long ago? Oh, everybody wants to hear that. What if I keep that a secret?
A secret?
Yeah.
Okay.
It will be a possibility for people to do a kind of lottery to find out that information. I think I began my career with the age of 5. Not professionally, but within myself, because I always loved to listen to music, and wherever I heard people singing or wherever I heard music, I just had to be there. And for me, I think it began then because I even sang in my sleep, people say. I don't know how possible that is, but I've been told. And after that, I always knew somehow I wanted to be in the music showbiz world. I think I finally really went after my dreams at the age of 16 when I moved out of home, wanting to find my way into the music and showbiz world.
Singer.
Oh, my influence, the singers who influence me. They're quite a lot, very unusual, I would say. One of the very few that influenced me is Chavela Valley, because she's got a voice that expresses every mood. You don't need to understand what she's saying, but the mood and her character when she's on stage and when she sings tells you what it's about. The fact that was on stage until she was almost 80 years old is my dream, it's my wish to continue to sing for as long as I can. Other than that, you have wonderful singers like, name it, there's so many, Cesaria Evora. These are quite... Yes, Cap Verde. These are quite the unusual, what people would hear. A lot of people compare me to Sade and Tracy Chapman and so on, and I think they're all fantastic singers and world divas and legends. And I pray that I will be able to live my music career to this level in which they have reached in terms of legendary level. But for me, music and singing is something I need, and I need it for me, for my spirit, for my day-to-day life, for my heart. Yes, and so I think the reason I compare to those two singers that I just said is just I can see myself singing until my last breath.
Yes.
Yes, I mean, I was in Nigeria at my early ages, and then we moved to America, where I grew up, and then quite some years we spent there, and then moved back to Africa. So my music, how would I say, experiences have been quite mixed and quite exposed in different directions, from Afro jazz to soul and to blues and to gospel. And what I found out through all that is that music is a language. It's a feeling, it's a mood, it's got a character, and it's not about a certain style on its own. It's about being able to deliver to your listeners or to the next person to you a certain sound that gives a character, that creates a mood, and that gives you a certain feeling. And that doesn't matter what direction, what kind of music, or in what language it's spoken. What matters is that you can make people feel and understand what you're feeling.
And when you have to change.
Yes, I made the real move, final move away from Africa when I was 16. And since then I've lived in Europe, spent a while In England, half a year, Canada, half a year, Portugal, a few years, Germany, 12 years, back in Portugal since a year. I love this beautiful world we have. A lot of things are going wrong that doesn't make it seem so beautiful, but if you look deep, you can still find the beauty
Yeah.
and the wonderful characters of different things that shows you the beauty of this world. Like one of my songs says, character is beauty. And I can't stop traveling, and I know I'm definitely not halfway where
You like the
where I'm going to be going.
You like the travel.
Yes, I love the travel.
You think about for your music,
Yes.
c'est the experience on different country, different town, and
Yes, my
well,
music
you-
has been influenced definitely through all my journeys, through all the different countries, continents where I have traveled, where I have lived, where I've just passed by, the kind of people I have met, the response that people, or the warmth, the welcoming feeling that people give to you, even sometimes the not so positive feeling, but it's a feeling. And you can be grateful to be able to experience a feeling, whether it's positive or negative. It's something you take with you and it makes you grow. And I think my music is a major part of my music is definitely enhanced or it came from all these experiences and travels and journeys. And sometimes I say I'm a bit of a grandma in a little young lady's skin, because I've been places and traveled, and I just love every single experience that I have been able to experience in every single place that I've been, with the different languages and cultures and music. I love all kinds of music, whether it be African, Indian, Arabian, Russian, name it. Chanson, French chanson.
Belset is different music.
Yes. And that's something that you can be more open to, I think, if you travel a lot. And for those who don't travel so much for whatever reason, if you have the opportunity to do, because it just makes you richer in your mind. The first album was recorded in Germany, in Munich, and that was with Wally Warning, a very, very talented and special person who was able to understand where I wanted to go and give this bed to be able to express that music in that way, which it was. It was a good opening album for my career. But I can only say that was just the foundation of me finding what is the direction that Layori's music is going to be. And today I think Rebirth is a defined character of how Layori music is. Not necessarily in the language in which I sing Rebirth, because most of it is in Yoruba. I'm not limiting myself in any way to that. The next album could be in English, French, and God knows what. As I said, music is not about the language, it's about the feeling. So, and we recorded this album as well in Germany. But on Rebirth, I was a major part of the production of this album, and it's really me. It's like so deep and so, it's me. I feel me in it, and I can listen to this album, and I am listening to this album 100 times, and I'm still not tired of it. The progression, I think, mainly is this album Rebirth, my album Rebirth, the new album, was, most of the songs were written while I was pregnant with my first child. As you know, I have a daughter, she's 2 years old now. And this was the most amazing time of my life, the most emotional time of my life, the most beautiful experience of my life till now, to be a part of creation of life. I say that over and over again, but I have to say that. It's a miracle being a part of creation of life. And that gives you such a energy and makes you feel if you can do that, you can do anything else in this world. And it gave me so much positive energy and so much drive and so much emotions that came out. And that's what this album, the expression you can feel, the depth of this album, I have to say, came mainly from that. Of course, there are a lot of other influences of my life experience, like the song Iwa Lewa, means character is beauty. And I looked at myself in the mirror and I looked at the character of this pregnant lady and I thought, wow, how beautiful is that? You know, and I look at the person that, being pregnant, the person I was becoming even more through that was such a beautiful character. I started to appreciate nature in a completely different way. If I went to the beach and I looked at the sea, it was like just different. It was all so much more emotional. And this was something that helped me to express the fact that character in every single way is a special thing. It's the true beauty of anything. It's its character, basically. My bass player, by the way, his name is Rocky Knauer. He played with Chet Baker, and it's wonderful to have him and all the others in the band. I mean, he's very old school, and we met him in Munich through my label, actually, through Afrojam Music. We were trying to cast a couple of people for the band, and through them they had this contact to the bass player, and he was very, very excited about the project and the whole African feel and this very acoustic sound.
The same things together.
Yes, so it all happened very naturally. And I mean, part of the other band members, we have Humphrey Cairo, who is the cajon player, which is a very, very important part of this whole band formation. He's from Aruba. He's also like very old school. I mean, these are like, both of them could be my fathers. They're like, you know, very much older, but it's just such a wonderful energy to have this generation with mine coming together with so much understanding. And Alberto Barreira is from Brazil. He's our saxophone player, and he plays saxophone, flute, and sings amazing. And my guitar.
How many on stage you play?
Mainly we are acoustic guitar, cajon, bass, saxophone, me, and that's the main setup at the moment. Of course, we're really considering at the moment to make it slightly bigger for the bigger festivals.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it has its charm, this little setup, you know. All the musicians, they sing, my guitarist as well, who is also a co-writer in this album and a couple of songs. His name is Adrian Reiter, he's from Germany. And they are all so driven by this music, and I feel very fortunate. Because I work with the same musicians who we recorded the album together, and I hope to be with them for many years. So, I mean, I think Adele is incredible singer. She's a natural. I think I love the naturals.
Yeah.
I love the naturals who were born that way. You can wake them up from their bed and they would go on stage without a problem. And don't get me wrong, I think even those who have studied and everything are great singers, but how beautiful is it just to, it's like the air you breathe. You don't need to make the effort in any way. It's just part of you, and you can hear that with someone like Adele. But on the other hand, I love the old school. I love the old school style. I love people like Keitano Veloso. I would love to collaborate with someone like Keitano Veloso, I think, or Paolo Conti.
Oh, Paolo Conti.
And for women, I would have loved to do something with Cesare Evora. Unfortunately, she passed away. May her soul rest in peace. Short career. I mean, Sade is Sade.
Mhm.
But Nina Simone would have been another one of those thing. And it should be fun. You should love to do it.
You take your time.
Yes, and you should take your time.
Yeah.
And a lot of people today, I think, are not even prepared for that career because they have not had the life experience to be able to live up to the career. And I'm very thankful that it took me quite a long way to get where I am. And I'm still very, very thankful and looking forward to the many years to come to get even further. I don't want to get there in a rush. I have time.
I was with my friend Angelique Jo. You know Angelique?
Yes, she's fantastic. It's a shame. I was supposed to perform with her in 2008 or 9. I was supposed to do La Cigale with her, but we had the volcano eruption, so that went. But I think she's dynamic. She's fantastic. She's power.
For me, after Nina Simone, it was Angelique Jo.
Yes.
Because I did the interview with her. It's a good surprise. It's a great moments in her life.
Yeah.
It's incredible. In front of Barack Obama, in front for the Africa Cup
Yes.
football.
Yes. I would love actually to finally have the performance again with Angelique Jo. It was unfortunate, but let's see what the future brings. Yes, in March I have my Germany tour, so we will be in 10 different cities of Germany, basically cover all of Germany. And I'm really looking forward to that. Apart from all that, I'm keeping myself very busy at the moment with also a new or a side career to singing, because I've always been interested in fashion. And now I'm very busy at the moment also creating my own fashion line, Layori collection. And this is a bit more work than I thought. So
I hope to sing in Paris, to listen.
Yes, we definitely will come to Paris. I will have to check the dates.
You saw the town?
Yes, I know a little bit of Paris. Paris is Paris.
Paris is Paris.
Paris is Paris.
The love town.
C'est très joli. Yeah. And I will, so Paris, if you're listening, I will do my best to speak more French. 2014, I'll see you speaking a little bit more French. Un petit peu.
Un petit peu.
En français. This is Layori on There, c'est un feu.